aftermath of a man punched in the face because his neighbor was playing music that was too loud. And now we're hearing his side of the story. Tuesday, we told you deputies were called to Amber Avenue in North Fort Myers after a neighbor says he was punched in the face around 9 p.m. Monday night. That's where deputies arrested 66-year-old Donald Otto. Wink News reporter Annalise Iraola joins us live. Annalise, the victim, John Thacker, is at risk of losing his sight.
Yes, Emma, John told me that the beatdown happened after he exchanged words with his neighbor who lives across the street over the neighbor's loud music. Then John went back inside this screened-in porch area, and while his back was turned, he says that same neighbor forced his way inside and began wailing on him. John Thacker was brutally beaten on Monday night over an argument about his neighbor's loud music.
Next thing I knew, the screen door opened and all hell broke loose.
His alleged attacker, a neighbor who lives right across the street, 65-year-old Donald Otto, someone John used to call a friend.
I was sitting in there, my man cave, as I call it. I was trying to watch TV. I couldn't hear it for his music. I yelled over to ask him to turn it down. We exchanged words. We argued out in the yard. And I remember coming sitting in at the table with my back to that door.
After the first hit, John lost consciousness, but a different neighbor was around and witnessed the entire beatdown.
I was trying to keep him from coming in the screen door by what he told me, and he forced his way in and just started wailing on me. And he wouldn't stop.
John was rushed to an eye specialist in Miami and has spent the last 2 days in the hospital. Doctors told him he might never regain sight in his eye. Still, his list of injuries is even longer than that.
And they said he broke my nose, fractured rib. I got a big knot right there. I still got ringing in his left ear. I'm sure I had a concussion.
Since then, John's had nightmares and has been dealing with the traumatic stress after the attack.
And what kind of emotions do you feel?
A lot. It should have happened. I didn't deserve this. Nobody does. It was uncalled for, it's unprovoked.
And sadly, this battery has changed how John feels in his own home.
You're not sleeping in your house these days. That happened out on my porch. It shouldn't have happened. Nobody deserves this.
Donald Otto was arrested by LCSO deputies and taken to the Lee County Jail. He's charged with battery and burglary for the forced entry. He remains in custody at the Lee County Jail. Live in North Fort Myers, Annalise Iraola, Wink News.